Hello, this is Diana. This is my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. On my channel, I am helping you fearlessly and unapologetically live your best, most authentic life. I am helping you break through your barriers and transcend limitations you may have. Today's topic is going to be the importance of releasing anger, letting it go. Right now, we're at a point in time where a lot of things are going on the planet that are meant to keep us in fear, right? Keep us in anger, keep us in a lower state, a lower vibration. You know, I talk about what's going on right now on the planet, all the lower vibrational stuff, all the shadows are coming to the surface, right? What was done in the dark is coming to light as a frequency shift is rising on the planet. More is coming up, truths are being revealed, right, on many different levels. It could be in your personal life, it could be on things that have been going on in the world for a while, right? People that are supposed to lead us, right? Things you're finding out. So it can be easy to get angry. It can be easy to be in fear. It can be easy to let it ruin your whole day and really your whole life. And sometimes we have anger towards family members. You know, I'm a perfect example. My mom had ended her life about a year ago, and you know, there's a lot of things my family, you know, that I could be angry about, but I think it's just understanding that people are at different levels of consciousness. People are at different levels of awakening. The inner turmoil going on within. And it's not an excuse. I'm not saying you should let people treat you like shit. But just holding on to anger really only hurts yourself. Holding on to that anger. Think about when you go into the world, you know what you know about law of attraction. You know what you know about right, your energy field, about your aura, right? Think about how you are when you're walking into the world holding on to that anger all the time. What do you think you're going to attract into your life? That you're putting out that vibration of anger, you know, and sometimes it's even victim mentality, you know. And I'm not saying you don't have the right to be angry about things. You should always feel your emotions. Say forgive people, not for other people, but for yourself. So you don't have to go out with that resentment, holding on to that resentment all the time, holding on to that anger. And you know, if we talk about chakra healing, if you look at my episode I made with Robin, not on the chakra healing, she's a Reiki master. She's a Reiki master and teacher. We talk about how, you know, emotions like anger and heavy emotions can block your chakras, right? So you're blocking your life force energy. A lot of people hold anger in their solar plexus, right? Or even other chakras, and how that can even lead to physical illness, right? Think about when you have this anger all the time, you're always living in a stress state and anger, you walk around anger all the time. A lot of the people who walk around anger all the time, especially of older age, usually don't have a lot of health issues, if you haven't noticed. They don't, you gotta think about what Dr. Joe Dispenza talked about. He talks about this in some of his work, where, you know, there's some people that are addicted to stress. They live off stress, right? They're constantly in a stress state, constantly, whether it's anger, whether it's fear, whether it's anxious or anxiety. All those can mingle together, right? You're holding on to that anger in your energy field. It's a very strong emotion, and when you put that out there, you're just going to attract situations that match that vibration of anger. More situations to make you angry. Like I said, health issues. You're letting the anger control your well-being. You ever heard the saying that he who angers you controls you? And what that means is that that person is holding power over your well-being, holding power over your emotional state. And usually the person you're angry at doesn't even care, especially if you're dealing with narcissists or anything like that. A lot of times they don't really they're going off fine throughout their day, and you're the one that's angry at them, you know. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be angry if someone did you wrong, someone did you dirty, or, you know, especially if it's something that's been going on for a while. But my advice is, what's really helped me let go of some of my, you know, ending her life. I could be really angry about that if I wanted to. I could go around being angry the rest of my life about that, but what's that going to do for me, you know? I forgive her. I know that was a state of consciousness she was in at the time, She had reasons why she did what she did. You know, she felt overwhelmed, and you know, it's also having some kind of empathy too, being sensitive that, man, someone's that angry, they must have been through a lot of trauma. They must have been through a lot in their life, you know, and to have compassion for them. You know, the way we're going to change the world isn't by all this separation, division. It's by seeing the connection you have with somebody. Hey, I know what it's like to feel the anger. I know what it's like to be hurt inside. A lot of people have just been really traumatized, right? They walk around like that. But the way we can change the world is by being the change. So, you know, if you're angry, that person's angry. If everyone's walking around angry all the time, what kind of world do you think we're going to live in? And what do you think everyone's going to attract into your life? How do you think your day is going to go? How do you think your relationship's going to go? How do you think your life's going to go? How do you think your bank account's going to look? When you hold on to that anger, it's putting a lot of negative energy out there. It's really mainly hurting yourself. the main person you're hurting is yourself. And, you know, I had stuff I was angry about my father about for a lot of different reasons. And I had a lot of resentment towards him for certain things. I don't want to go into the personal stuff in this video. I don't want to blast my family or anything, but as I have become a lot happier when I've let go of anger I've had towards certain family members, forgiving them more for myself. I know that they're just really like messed up in the head. They've been been through some trauma for them to treat me that way, you know. That's for anybody in general. Some people that are really like that and it really cause you pain and suffering. They've been through a lot of trauma. They've just been through a lot of pain. I'm not saying it's acceptable to project it at you, but sometimes they feel so much anger they don't know what to do but to project it onto you. It feels so bad inside they have to project it onto people. So the best way you can be with, and the best way to handle these people is just to be neutral, not giving them energy. Some of them feed off that energy, right? Your negative energy, your misery. Not to be triggered by them, just have compassion, have empathy, still have boundaries, but just be neutral, have compassion, understand them, and then just set boundaries as needed and forgive them, and just so you can feel better. Because you know what? You deserve to feel better. You deserve not to walk around with that anger, with that resentment, you know. I've seen people that have held on to anger their whole life. Doesn't end up good, you know. I've seen, especially at an older age, I have seen people that seem very sick, just not well mentally. You know, when you're constantly having that anger out every day, the energy, the thoughts, the energy, it can be very toxic. It can really just make you really miserable. And, you know, we came here to live our life, to go through experiences, and, you know, we want to go back to karma, past lives. You know, I've done a lot with my Akashic records, and, you know, it's healing past life trauma, healing ancestral trauma. And when I've learned through that healing, you know, you can take what you want, whatever you believe on that stuff, but I do believe that we've had karma from past lives. A lot of the anger we have with people, especially family members, even relationships, right? Good friends, people you've known for a while, where it's ongoing, like, negative interactions, negative emotions, right? For instance, I had my family members, some of that stuff was past life stuff, and part of the karma in this life was I was supposed to work past that anger and let it go, and not let them affect my well-being. That was part of the karma. There's other stuff too, but I'm not trying to go into that. But basically the gist of it was, with a lot of healing ancestral trauma, a lot of healing karmic patterns is letting go of this anger, letting go of the hurt. You know, the people that hurt you the most, anger you the most, can actually teach you the most. After you deal with someone that's very negative, angry, especially as a family member, right? It really teaches you how to deal with any kind of person. It teaches you to be a stronger person. You know, you have to just be an alchemist from it, and just, you know, I'm not saying, you know, of course still process the emotion and everything, but just be willing to forgive for yourself, just to let it go and forgive, not for them, but for yourself. And if you believe in reincarnation and everything, holding on to these angers and resentments could have you reincarnate in the next life with this person again and have to deal with it all over again, is what I've learned through my study of working through karmic patterns, working through karma, releasing negative karma. So that's just my little rant for today, because I thought, I don't know, I see a lot of people walk around very angry about things that happened a long time ago. you know. And even there's some people that have been through a lot of abuse in the past, different kinds of abuse. I understand that, and I'm not saying it's okay, it's acceptable, but holding on to the anger your whole life, I've seen a lot of people just they hold on to anger so much that they become drug addicts, that they become, remember I was an addict myself, or that they become, they attract a lot of bad things in their life, they end up having toxic relationships, just life's going really downhill, right? Because they're holding on to the anger all the time. When you go into the world with that kind of vibration, just think about when someone walks out and they seem to have a very angry aura, like they have anger in their aura, like it's very standoffish, right? They seem like everything goes wrong, nothing goes right, because they're believing that, they're feeling that, and then they're manifesting it in their reality. A lot of it's just past trauma they're holding in their energy field, but it can be very toxic. So what can you do to let go of anger today? You know, and like I said, it's not for them. It's not that what they did was right, it's acceptable. It's just letting go for yourself. Because a lot of times, like I said, they're literally walking around not caring. That's the last thing on their mind. The anger, how they treat you. How they treat you is the last thing on their mind. They're still going doing their thing, and let them do their thing, you know. You get what you put out. If you believe in karma, that people get what they put out, right? So forgive the people for yourself, because you deserve to have a good life. You deserve to not walk around with that anger and that heavy burden that's not yours. To walk around with the, you know, just have an understanding of where, just have an understanding, have compassion, and just do what you can to let it go and just move forward so you can live a good life. You deserve to live a better life. You deserve to not have to hold on to that, you know. It's really heavy, and I'm speaking from experience because I had that with family members, and as I've learned to let that go, it's gotten a lot better. My life's improved a lot. I feel a lot lighter. It's improved my relationships. It's improved my mental health, even my physical health. Like, just that anger is very heavy, and even in your chakras, right, it blocks the life force energy. Think about when I told you about Robin, the video I did with Robin, that even it blocks your life force energy. It's blocking your chakras. You're literally letting person block your life force energy. An experience you had a long time ago, even recent, right, caused a lot of anger within you, and it ended up getting bigger and bigger. That anger, the energy is just energy, emotion. Emotion is energy, emotion, right? So it just keeps, you keep feeling that every day, and it just growing, and you deserve to live a better life. And don't give that, my big thing is, don't give that person that much power over your well-being. So if they really hurt you and everything, and they angered you, the best thing you could do is live your best life. The best thing you could do is move forward and not let them affect you. Because whoever angers you controls you. It's giving them a lot of power over your well-being. So don't give them that power. Take your power back, and you deserve to live a happy life. Let go of the anger today. Forgive, not for them, but for you. That's all I have for today. If you like this content, hit those like and subscribe buttons. I also have a Facebook group, an Instagram, and a TikTok. My links are in this video description and in my channel description. I also offer transformational and spiritual coaching if you need help getting your life together. Been through a lot of grief, trauma, addictions, toxic relationships, and I can help you get out of a dark place, or just figure your life out and improve your life for the better, become your best version. Have a good day. Namaste.